Ladies and gentlemen, now today we have absolutely juiced up a 7-star rank 4 version of Captain America Infinity War. We got 3 Falcons, we got the Cull Obsidian, we got boosters on, we got Suicide Masteries, we have like absolutely everything just to make this character's damage as crazy as it can be. And we're going to throw off some big special 2s today. So Cap Infinity War, I feel like it's another one of those characters that probably should have made like the most forgotten champions list as well, because this is a character like back in the day, he was just like an MVP. Just such a reliable character to bring into so many things, and would kind of just fit into so many different teams very well, especially for stuff like the first variant. Actually did really well in the second variant as well. And also Act 6. Oh my god, dude. 450k. I'll take that. Yeah, that's pretty good time. That's a pretty good time. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. A class disadvantage, man. That was very, very spicy, boys. That was a big special too. That's what you want to see from a 7-star. Oh, I probably should just use the heavy attack there. I think when you're ramping, sometimes it makes sense just to, you know, get those parries and just try and get the charges a little bit quicker. Because, like, trying to catch a parry once you've done a heavy attack, I think, like, what is it, power-wise? Oh, okay, that was still pretty good. We got, like, 150k non-crit, but if you played Cap, if you remember, this man, he's all about the special 2 crit. I hope one day we get if we get a relic that's like Captain America's special 2 always crits, this guy's coming back. Like, it's the unreliability on the special 2 crit. But yeah, sometimes it's a little bit of a pain. But here, we're just trying to really just get those parries again. You can throw the heavy attack if you want to get more damage output. But here, we're just trying to get 5 charges and throw like a big special 2. Okay, one more. Oh, missed that one a little bit. Oh my god, dude. Oh, that feels very, very good to fire off. But yeah, it's like playing this character. Yeah, I'm a bit indecisive on like what kind of rotation I like the most, because the standard one was always like hit with the medium. If you're looking to be like conservative on, you know, the power your opponent gets, but that is a little bit slower sometimes when the opponent doesn't play ball. But it's still quite a nice rotation. Just getting that Fury again is just going to turbocharge your damage once you got a few kinetics. Again, we kind of get to this point where we're ready to special 2, and because we haven't had the tempo and pacing, it's big enough. Like 328, dude, is still an absolutely massive special 2 there. And now we're a little bit below 50%. Again, this is not a team synergy or video or showcase. I've kind of planned for sustainability here. Just kind of playing about with some rotations. This one still feels really great. Again, when the AI runs into you, it feels super good. And what was it? The secret Captain America tech was also just learning how to parry the specials so you can gain more charges. Oh, look at that. We double parried there. Come on, this is going to be a big one. Not quite, boys. Not quite. We'll take a 53k medium attack to end the fight, though. It's a pretty good time. I don't have... What is it? There's a video on YouTube that the Wolverine would work like it's always worked, but we need another science character in the team if we want to have the... what is it? Petrified to heal reversal on Wolverine. So when we get there, we're just going to smash this man. I think the good old-fashioned way. Let's go for Vision here. But one thing I love about Cap is... I mean, this showcase really isn't proving this point much, but this guy's block proficiency used to be amazing. You know, when you were going into like a big piece of content that had so much attack, and you had kind of like a 5-star character, and Act 6 was like really scary to approach back in the day. To be honest, like, I think for a lot of progressing players, it still is. But back in the day, man, you know, every single parry on a lot of characters, you're just getting chipped away so much. So being able to take in Cap and do certain paths and just like not take any damage was really, really clutch for a lot of things. Like this character, he just had his time and place, and I think the first two variants as well. You know, when those came out, there was like a period for probably about a year where they were still like really tricky content, and Cap just handled a lot of really annoying fights. And then I think even in some later variants, he just kind of came in clutch for like certain bits of utility, mainly just like being a heal reversal god. I remember when the second variant came out, nobody thought he was going to be maybe that good because it was all about XL characters. But even if you had a medium-sized character and you just used heavy attacks, you wouldn't trigger the glancing. And that was the big problem with that one, is like if you tried to play small characters or anybody that wasn't XL using anything other than heavy attacks, yeah, it was just it just sucked, man. Oh, look at this, dude! We are bigger than the Scarlet Witch here. That is a nice time. Okay, I feel like we just want a big special 2 here, so I'm just gonna like chuck in a couple of mediums. Probably want to go for 3 combo, actually, because, like, Cap attacks quite quickly. Yeah, I think the 3 combo just paces a little better. Come on. Okay, there's one. So trying to get to 5 of these charges, throw this off. Oh, we didn't get the crit. No. Absolutely tragic. So, yeah, we were definitely messing about a little bit there, man. But let's go into the Wolverine matchup now. And I think as long as we crit here, again, it doesn't really matter too much for the regeneration. I think we one-shot him. Again, just having like a loop like this where, you know, you catch those hands quite quickly. Just feels pretty great. And then he's had some pretty diabolical luck with the procs here. No crit, boys. No crit. Dude, please, Kabam, when Captain America Relic, just give him that guaranteed special 2 crit. I think this man could make somewhat of a comeback in Battlegrounds if he had that Relic. And I think it's relatively fair in the current state of the game. It's still, like, in certain matchups, quite tricky to get those 5 charges. You, like, really need the AI to play ball. And you can also see in, you know, some of these matches today, we haven't been so lucky with how the AI does, but that was 22 seconds against Black Bolt. No crit there as well. So yeah, I think like just kind of like catching a hand sometimes can be a little bit faster than throwing your opponent with the heavy attack. And then, you know, it's a bit longer. They have to get up and recover. You just don't have that tempo to build your stacks quick enough. But honestly, dude, it's been a while since I played Cap, so if anybody is out there still playing Cap, you got any sick tips for being very good with this character? I imagine there's got to be at least a couple of people still believers. Dude, it feels so good seeing like a 400k crit, man. Yeah, that feels pretty phenomenal there. But Realm of Legends gone, absolutely in the bin, wrecked. Let's jump into some newer matches. All right, so having a look around the Mystic map here, there's actually a lot of really cool matchups for Cap. I think we're gonna try. We'll have Enchantress as the final boss. Mojo's one character I really want to do in this one though, because one of the like just amazing things about Cap is just the way that you can play him with that heavy attack, just to get like control over the matchup and take it a little bit slower. So I just love we can, you know, put in those heavy attacks, stun a champion. That one isn't really like... Actually, I think we can like get him here with just the heavy counter. Oh yeah, this dude's heavy counters have always been on tremendous point. Aside from that, actually. Okay, we still got the Fury. Oh my gosh. That feels pretty good. That was, yeah, that was a phenomenal Mojo matchup. Slightly bigger one here. But I think as long as we get that special 2 crit, he's down in one cycle. And if not, we've got to go a little bit longer. Yeah, should be absolutely fine. I think this one is well within range of this, you know, ridiculously beefed up Captain America. But Mojo, you're always looking out for the prompts there. Stun a champion. Sometimes you give in to them, you know? Sometimes it makes sense. We don't like counting for that. Okay, I believe. Not quite, boys, not quite. I think the really good thing that I haven't, was it? Because Cap's such a character that I haven't really touched in, I think it's got to be, like, very close to years at this point. At least kind of pre-Relics. Is one thing I love about this character is you throw off, like, the big special 2, right? You get the crit. If it doesn't crit, you've got a very long stun to kind of finish off the matchup. But then you also have the Relic and the Striker that you can bring in. And none of the matchups have really been long enough today to kind of really explore how we're weaving in the Striker. But I made a little bit of a mess of that one. Got Stunner Champion. This is not looking good, boys. Okay, am I just gonna go for it here? Oh no! Okay, this is gonna end up really badly. That was kind of like an alright burst cycle. I think I might be dead here. Yeah, just because of the degens. But that was a little bit too ambitious there, boys. Like, I saw, what was it, the Fury kind of basic combos going in, and I was like, dude, I've got this Mojo, and it turns out I did not have this Mojo. I was absolutely wrecked. So yeah, let's go back in the Mystic one, and let's take some slightly different matchups here. I think we'll actually go for Rintra. Rintra's still like a little bit of an annoying defender, so I think he's over here on F. And let's give this one a go. I know Rintra can be a bit of a nuisance just because he has such significant, I think it's critical resistance that he has like quite stacked up. So he's a difficult character. I say that as I land 3 crits immediately, so maybe I'm tripping on that one, or maybe I'm just really lucky. It's one of the two. There is one thing that is almost certain though, which is Cap has like amazing control over this matchup. And also really good benefit from being just a 7-star character, having like that additional bit of crit rating, you know, certainly really does help him out a bit. Some beefy heavy attacks, and there we go. Rintra down, gone, straight in the bin, finished, ruined, career is over. Let's go the slightly bigger one now. This is 800,000 health Rintra. And because Cap is, you know, you can play this character in a way that is just spam heavy attacks. We just completely shut down the threats of this fight. And I think even if he did get unstoppable, while Cap has one of his kinetic charges, we would remove that. So it's kind of fine anyway. But I assume we might find or see that in the slightly bigger matchup. Now, one thing I'm kind of keen to test, and I think I might test it here, is the Special 3. Because the Special 3 actually always did very good damage. It was more, I think, reliable than the Special 2. But the Special 2 had like, okay, if you crit, you're going to deal more damage with the Special 2. And I think the Special 3 was like, okay, if you think you're not going to crit, the Special 3 might be a little better. Okay, I've got this Fury going. I think it's enough. We'll go for this combo. Oh, man. I thought the damage was going to be a little bigger than that. Is he still stunned because of the Relic? Oh, dude. Maybe I should have just, like, thrown in that final hit there. But I think we should be fine either way. But yeah, the Special 3 down, I'm not going to lie, dude. It was a little bit disappointing there. So yeah, I was expecting it to be a bit heavier, you know. Massive KO there. But unfortunately, it looks like gambling on the Special 2 really just is the way to go. So we've got the final boss Rintra now. This is the big boy, the 1.7 million. Dude, that is a chunky old Rintra. This is pretty much like a Labyrinth Rintra, or bigger than a Easy Path Labyrinth Rintra, should I say. But Yeah, we should have a lot of what we need to counter this character perfectly. However, as you know, there's plenty of room for player error. And I'm a player that tends to output a generous amount of error. What, dude, what? I was going for the parry. Why did I run into him? I don't know, man, I don't know. And the stun duration is also based on the kinetic charges consumed. There we go, okay, I got a parry on that one. I don't know why I went for that there, though. That felt like a bit of a waste. Yeah, I don't have, like, high kinetic charges, so I'm just not really cooking. Do we... Oh, I can't remove his unstoppable. It just removes a buff. Okay, so his actual passive is a no-go. But then we can get him a bit more under control when we're just, like, firing off the heavy attacks there. So this is working. I think I'm just gonna let the charges cook a little bit. Oh, okay, this is good. This is really good. Striker feels a bit wasted there. Because I didn't have any more Fury. Thinking like, how do I just finish this fight? Like, what's the best way? I think it's actually maybe just do this. Charge up the heavy. Oh, no! I did not account for this. No! Did he just get like a big heal or something? Rintra he is a tank, dude. He's absolutely demonic tank. There we go. Okay, well, we got him down. A little bit sloppy plays toward the end, but he still did the match, boys. He still did the match. Lots of heavy attacks, getting damage throughput via just a couple of hits on that. Has always actually been very clutch for just cleverly playing around all sorts of different opponents. But up next, who should we go for? I think we'll go for our final boss now, which is the Enchantress matchup. Actually, before that, you know what, just for old time's sake, because I really want to do this one as well, let's go for Mephisto, and then we'll go for Enchantress, because Mephisto is kind of a prime example, at least I'm hoping is a prime example, of why having like 2 hits sometimes on like certain nodes or against certain interactions is like really good. Just being able to like, you know, do a ton of your damage output via 2 hits, because then we're limiting the amount of Aura of Incineration procs, and we're one of the great things about that heavy attack as well, although sometimes it's a weakness, is it throws the opponent a lot of distance, so can just be very clutch for getting Mephisto away. He's using that aura. There we go. Okay, that was, you know, we took a hit to the face, boys, but it was a good match regardless. I actually died on this last Mephisto yesterday during my Blade Showcase. Not this one, but the next one, the big one. So we'll deal with the middle one here. It's really actually not too great to throw your medium before the heavy against Mephisto, because again, this guy, especially, this is like a Sync 200 one. Procs' Incineration Aura like absolute crazy. So yeah, we're just trying to get in big damage, limit those hits. And as you can see, if this was Battlegrounds, if this was Battlegrounds, it's not the fastest matchup in the world. But who cares, man? Who cares? This is what we did back in the day. For those of us that couldn't quake as well on certain matches. I don't know if I can, like, one-shot him through the revive here. I think I can if I'm lucky. If that had crit, dude, would have been game over. Okay, I'm going to do that on the big one. We're going to try and line up, like, the perfect finishing combo. But there we go. That was relatively smooth, you know? It went alright. I think, again, most of the damage we're taking is from Suicide Masteries just absolutely mashing into Captain America here. But let's use those infinite health potions of the content creator beta and go back in. Again, this is a somewhat wildly impractical video for the day today, but it's just getting those big numbers on Cap and hoping we don't proc too much incineration here. One thing you can do as well in the Mephisto matchup, if you really wanted to, is just take the ramp up a little slower. So we could do stuff like, okay, here we're just building to like 5 charges, so that every heavy we use has a lot more impact. And then this way, we're just reducing the potential overall damage we could take from Aura of Incineration, if that was like the primary objective. You just wanted to sustain. So there's just, I just love like the amount of like simple but kind of creative plays that can exist to a Cap. Because this aura is very scary on this one, dude. We're just able to fling him back. Double proc there. Mephisto. Mephisto's still a bit of a scary defender sometimes. He's very, like, just not in the meta whatsoever at the moment because he's not a 7-star, but and a 7-star could catch a couple of people out if he did become available. So again, even with like 4 boosters and this team synergy and setup, like he's not the craziest, like absolute god nuke in like 5 seconds. However, I just love the versatility of Captain America. He was just like that reliable character that had so many different ways that you could play him, depending on what you were trying to do and manage in the fight or matchup. And that just allowed a lot of creativity and a lot of like really cool things to happen for this character during like his year or two of like god tier dominance. So yeah, he was so much fun to play, man, and just like a very easy character to bring on the questing team as well. But we're gonna go for the final boss now. We got Enchantress, and Enchantress can be a very, very tricky defender. However, this first one is actually clutch, dude. This is like just knock her down. So with Enchantress, what we're gonna do here again, I think we just want to get maximum value while giving her minimum power. So here, it's just all about getting those 5 charges. Let's get some mega heavy attacks going on. See what spells we got here. Oh, this one's pretty not so great. We get an intercept here. She did not play ball. How about now? Not playing ball? Still not playing ball. Okay, we got that one there. Oh, I actually meant to go for a special too. Not super clutch, but we'll take it. The bleeds might be enough. Okay, this was a small Enchantress though. So yeah, we got fortunate even missing that special too. But Enchantress is like, you know, it's nice to have those clutch mechanics, but a lot of this fight is like, does the AI play into you? And yeah, that's just a really huge part of it. It's such a kind of AI-focused fight. And a little bit of RNG, depending on, you know, what spell she's getting at what point. But let's have a look here. What do we have? We have knock her down, and we've also got to punish the end of the heavy attack, so... Okay, cool. I probably should have ended that combo a little bit earlier. Here, I'm actually just going to get some more charges before we start going for this one. Because, again, Enchantress, we're just trying to deprive her power gain as much as possible. And this is, what do we need to do? Need to get an intercept. Might be able to do this. I think so, dude. Yes. That was a little cheeky, boys. A little clutch, man. A little clutch. We'll take it. We'll take it. This big one, dude, I'm very worried about. I'm going to get absolutely mashed on this big one. I think there is minimal hope here, boys. But we can still hope that, I don't know, something absolutely insane happens here. Yeah, let's give this a go. I still haven't, from yesterday, learned how to fully dex Enchantress's SP1, but my friend MCOC Encyclopedia did send me a video implying that I should get good. Oh, okay. I think once you get into the corner, dude, it's just really difficult to punish this. Well, difficult if you don't know the timing. Okay, we got our charges. And oh, that's not looking good, bruv. Dude, that's a lot of passives there. Okay, I think we just got to save up for like another big special too. No. Actually cooked here, boys. Oh my god, no! I forgot about that, like... Oh, when she gets the spells, man, we're just, we're toast. And then, yeah, I can throw in the relic and go for this, but, oh, dude, I think we're super done here. Yeah, we got the passives. Oh my god. Yeah, dude, I just got absolutely wrecked there. Alright, so we cannot end that video with me getting wrecked. We're going to do some final nostalgia, just going into Variant 2 and doing what Captain America does best, which is we've got the full team synergy support, the awakened ability, Sig 200 for the heal reversal, and we're gonna work a little bit of magic here against the aggression regeneration node. So, you know, we can wait for a couple of stacks to pile up before we get going, and then we just chill and parry, boys. That's what we do. And then we just let the aggression regeneration node take its course. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Couple of hits to the face, boys. That's how you do it. 29 seconds against Diablo. I would say 0 hits. I think we had 1 hit there. I think we had 1 hit. And let's go for the hella matchup. This is this like 7-star. I think we did this like back in the day with like a 2-star Captain America Infinity War. Because like this doesn't matter whatsoever about his like attack or health or anything. It's just about, you know, making sure you get those parries and that you do not get hit. And then seeing that regeneration just melt. And this one actually is like so clutch just because you have the, what is it? That stun node? I think it's like enhanced limber or something. Where, you know, every single time you use the parry, it just gets faster and faster. So this plays in like so well. The opponent just, okay, wow, Luke Cage got me, man. What can I say? He's got fast hands. I was trying to, like, get a reparry. I always feel a bit like, what was it? I'm going to be a bit too slow just going for the royal parries in the corner. But there we go. Okay, that was, you know, we got hit at the start. Glorious finish there. So I still love Captain America for He'll reversal man. Still a very, very fun character for that. But yeah, overall, hopefully you enjoyed a nice little trip down memory lane today. And if you did, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.